music back in 2018. It means Frankie Flowers. No one does or talks gardening better than you.
I love it. It's my passion.
It is.
And it's something that I've been doing for so long. It's a product of child labor, I always joke, because of my family business. But this is a time when lots of people are always coming up to me and saying, you know, what can I get started? What can I be doing? A lot of the times they're asking me about grass seed. It's still too cool to put grass seed down. You got to wait till the air temperature is about 15 to 25 degrees consistently.
Oh, I see.
So next week we're going to warm up there.
So a few days of it, not just one.
Yeah, a lot of times people are also saying, well, I want to go buy some seeds, and they're thinking, let's do tomatoes and peppers, because tomatoes and peppers are the #1 thing that are grown in the vegetable garden. You're too late to start them from seeds right now, okay, for these guys. So these guys here should have been sown at least a month ago. And so with those, the tomatoes and peppers, you want to buy them in terms of transplants. What you can this weekend, if you want to start sowing indoors, is if you take a look at all the squash plants that we have there, that's some stuff that you can sow indoors this weekend. So anything from, you could do your watermelons, you could do even some beans, some zucchini. Those are the things you can do indoors. Now, these seeds over here, and you can lift some of those up, things like, that's a type of radish, the daikon, Swiss chard, leeks, beets, carrots, all those which are known as cool crops, those can be directly sown outdoors in the garden. And I'm going to say you can do it on Sunday, because Saturday night, I would do it Sunday afternoon. Saturday night is going to be down to about -4, still a little bit on the chilly side.
And they're organic, because people say we can't afford organic, but you can grow it.
Right from there. A word of warning, though, if your ground's really kind of soggy when you're out there working your garden, just stay off till it dries up. And the reason why I say that, if it's really soggy and you're walking around, what's going to happen is you create compaction, so you're going to do more harm. So let's say that you want to grow something immediately. You could actually go and get some salad greens. These are just some mixes that you can plant in a planter. And these guys here can take very cool temperatures.
So you can leave it outside.
You can leave it outside. But, you know, on Saturday night, if we have a temperature down to about -5 to -4, what I would do is put it in a container like this. This is a balcony planter. And this balcony planter, you can just move it back indoors on those cooler notes.
You're so fast at this.
Well, you can
it's like you've been doing it all your life or something.
You just kind of make it go happen.
Or something.
There you go. Here, I'll put the hole so you don't have to get your hands too dirty there.
Okay, it's nice clean soil, if that makes sense.
And when you're doing a planter like this, you want to use a potting soil, like a moisture-controlled potting soil. And because this is a soilless mix, that's when you want to be putting some fertilizer down. The fertilizer that you have there has organic ingredients in it. So if you're thinking about doing the organics, that's a slow release too. And the key is the difference between slow release and water soluble. Slow release means you put it down once, and it continues to feed, releases, so a lot more lower maintenance. A water soluble, you're mixing in water, and you have to water that every other week. And if somebody really wants to be an organic gardener, and let's say that you have a fish tank at home, when you empty your fish tank out, don't throw that water out.
The dirty water?
Yeah, dilute it in a little bit of water. That's all nutrients, and you can water your plants, and that's a natural fertilizer. That's fantastic.
My grandmother used to do the coffee grinds. Is that a myth?
Coffee grinds on the top is full nitrogen, so you can mix that in your soil. It's pretty good. I know a lot of people, too, after they eat fish and all the little fish bits, they'll just dig it into their vegetable garden.
Like a compost.
And by digging it into the vegetable garden, puts natural nutrients in, and by putting it under soil, masks that smell, so you're not going to have things like raccoons try to dig up. And you were asking about critters.
Bunnies and
so
squirrels.
with a bunny, if you're thinking about a vegetable garden this season, remember bunnies can dig down 16 inches. So you have to put a fence around the garden for bunnies. Or better yet, that's why I like growing greens in an up container like this. So it's up high so the bunny can't go in and eat.
They don't bother.
Squirrels are another thing. They're employed by garden centers. We send them out to destroy your plants. But no, with squirrels, what you can do is you can take plastic forks and pop them in the garden sticking up. So the squirrel goes in, the fork kind of pokes them, and they'll go, whoa, I'm going to stay away.
Oh, it's just like a little sign.
A little deterrent.
Keep out.
Yeah.
Okay, all great tips. For more information, I know you're always getting pelted with questions. At Frank Ferragini, and yes to the green thumbs. You can get busy this weekend. Over to you, Mel. Thanks, Frankie.
Thank you.
That was great.